Elon Musk, the pretend genius, it is a facade, I can guarantee you that, says we're going to implant microchips in people's brains in 2022. So this guy who's apparently anti-government, anti-system, begins perfecting the merge between humans and artificial intelligence. Wasn't that kind of their grand plan all along, is to get us to singularity, where we're all connected to the internet, all of our brains, no freedom of thought, and controlled in a prison without bars? Social credit system. Elon Musk, you ain't fooling me, boy. And don't even get me started about Tesla Motors. Nikola Tesla would be rolling in his grave if he knew his name was on those buckets of bolts.
They're paying millions of dollars for plots of land that don't even exist. It's come to this. At least not where you and I can see the land. They're in the metaverse, the virtual reality space where a digital private island can cost as much as an average American home, legitimately. On the land rush, where there is no real land. Here's CNBC's Andrea Day.
So where are we right now?
We are in Decentraland right now.
I'm in my home in New York, and Andrew Kiguel, a crypto entrepreneur, is in Toronto, Canada.
We're at Amnesia nightclub in Decentraland.
But we're together virtually in the metaverse. That's me, that's Andrew, and there's my producer Chris with the mohawk.
This is the museum district.
So what is this place? It's a digital world where you interact with real people, but as cartoon-like characters called avatars.
Andrea, I think you need to save that for the club district. Really?
Kiguel is showing us around one of the hottest worlds in the metaverse right now, called Decentraland. So hot, his company recently dropped nearly $2.5 million on a piece of land here. Another hot world in the metaverse? The Sandbox, where Janine Yorio's company that invests and develops virtual real estate just spent more than $4 million on a parcel of virtual land. That transaction breaking records.
The Sandbox is probably the second most popular blockchain.
Could be harming them. Get ready. Coffee makers. Problem with coffee makers, conventional ones. See all this plastic? Guess what happens when you put boiling hot water on plastic? It leaches toxic petrochemicals. This is why the best option if you're going to have a cup of joe, get a French press, percolator, anything but something. And by the way, the other thing is that there are compartments in here that can never be fully drained. If you can't fully drain this, there's going to be mold and bacteria growing there before you know it. Now the problem with conventional coffee filters is that they are coated in a petrochemical which leaches into your good old cup of joe. You're going to have to find something different. Maybe there's an eco-organic version at a health food store. All oven mitts are coated in a flame retardant. There are clinical studies showing that flame retardant reduces IQ, can cause reproductive harm. Reproductive harm. No, don't touch, don't buy. Get organic cotton instead, or even wool mitts, which are a natural flame retardant. Alright, you think there's not an intentional agenda to keep you in a lowered state? Check out this selection of bakeware. Every single one of these bakewares, okay? This is all Teflon. This is all non-stick bakeware. Teflon emits a chemical known as C8. C8 compromises your reproductive system. It reduces testosterone levels in men. It absolutely throws estrogen levels for a spin for women. This is some of the most toxic cookware on earth, and that's the only option in this entire aisle. You think they don't want you weak? Think again. Now this basket, you know what's wrong with this? Just kidding, it's just a basket. It's perfectly fine probably. Wow, 70% off. Check out this pan. So it's a non-stick pan. Ugh. Notice here it says it will go red when it's hot enough. Thank you so much, pan. What would I do if I didn't know what temperature my food should be cooked at? Imagine if your ancestors needed some strange thing like this to tell you when to cook. Here's the problem. Non-stick pans, you already know. The chemical that leaches from them, called C8, ends up in 99% of North Americans' bloodstream. 99%, anyone you look at on the street likely has trace amounts of this chemical in their bloodstream because it goes in the water system and they don't treat it out of the water system. Simple as that. This compromises your endocrine system, which is vitally and intricately connected to your pineal gland, okay, your third eye. You think they don't want you in a less psychic state? Humans are naturally psychic. You're a soul. You're a soul in a body which has psychic abilities innately. This reduces psychic abilities. Now, before I get kicked out of here for exposing these toxic products, I gotta tell you, there are things you can take, natural substances you can take, which ignite the biological processes of your body responsible for rejuvenation of cells.
Free in Heart Attack Restaurant. Weight 350 pounds eats free in Heart Attack Restaurant.